Hello and welcome to episode 9 of Total Football the Dutch Way. Today we'll be playing our last two games of the season, at home to Roda and then away at Helmond. Since the last episode we drew 0-0 with MVV and then we beat Excelsior and TOP Us 2-0. So we've had a positive month or so since through March and running into April after what was a terrible run through the winter months. However, those results leave us in 12th position, 3 points behind Excelsior with 2 games to play. But Excelsior have a far greater goal difference. So we need both of their results to go in our favour, really. And for us to win both of our games. If we beat Roda in today's game, then we'll go above them in the table. Also, since the last episode, we've had our youth candidates through. As you can see, we've got a full back and a centre back both there with 5-star potential. We've also got 2 strikers with 4-star potential there. And Jack Harrison apparently isn't far off the first team level already, and he's only 16, so as you can see further down, 3.5 and 3-star players. But we'll have a closer look at those. We'll definitely be signing these 4 players at the top of the list here. So let's go forward and get into today's game. As you can see, we're going into this with excellent form, and that makes us the favourites with the bookies. So we line up today with Van Leeuwen in goal, back 3 of Tol, Van der Ven and Smout, Van Gasteren and Van den Bos as the wing backs, with Visser coming in as the holding midfielder, Vlak and Rundekamp in central midfield, and Antonucci supporting Cars up front. Roda going with a 4-2-3-1. Certainly tell the lads to keep our run going and win this match. Been a quiet first 15 minutes so far. We've got the latest scores up to keep an eye on how Excelsior are getting on as well. Roda have just had their first shot in the game, according to the stats, while we've had a lot of chances. There just hasn't been any worthy of a highlight yet. Tell the lads to get creative. Possession's been fairly even so far as well. And here we go, Smell with a free kick. Van der Ven's there. It's causing chaos in the box. But Roda finally managed to get it clear. Van der Ven's header just back into the middle of the goal, and it just sort of bounced around for a second. I thought Cars was going to put it in, but and at half time we've had 1 highlight so far. Assertively tell them we've been the better team and to keep it up. Let's get back out there and Roda now get the second half underway. Excelsior are 1-0 up. If they win this game, they're pretty much guaranteed that last playoff spot. Time for some changes. We need to do something. Van Gasteren's having a poor game, so Smell can go out to wing back and Erdhusen can come on. Azevedo can come on for Antonucci. demand more. Roda now with a throw in their own half. Playing it around. And their Cars cuts in to win the ball back. Has he won us a corner there? Or is it a penalty? It's going to be a penalty to Volendam. Great work by Cars there to win the ball back. Rundekamp with the penalty, buries it. Bottom corner, keeper didn't stand a chance. And we're finally 1-0 up. A goal we've deserved based on the performance. Now we've got the highlight. Ed Hughes and out to Smelt. Pulls it back. Rundekamp's there with another goal for Rundekamp. Smelt pulls it back to him in the middle of the box. Here we can see again Smelt taking them in. Rundekamp picks the ball up and then just outside the 6-yard box fires it hard and low into the bottom corner. Finally, we've got some goals to show for our domination in this game. Praise the lads going into stoppage time. We get the ball back from a Roda throw in. It was played forward looking for Cars, but Roda cut it out and they're coming back at us now. The crossing and their player just runs in and wins the header. He's just left by this. Who's that there? Smelt. Smelt just let his man run away, and Ed Hughes didn't really know he was there. And now we're over the 4 minutes. The referee should be blowing his whistle any time now as we're just passing the ball around. Visser gives it out to Smelt. And that's it, the game's over. Really strong performance there from the lads. Bit of a disappointment letting that goal in at the end. As you can see in the milestones, Van Leeuwen had gone 361 minutes without conceding, and to concede the way he did in the last minute, he'll be disappointed with his defenders there. A good win there, boys. Excelsior won 1-0. So if we are to overtake them in our last game of the season, we also need an 8-goal swing in the goal difference in our favour. As you can see, Den Bosch and MVV have both secured their playoff places. Let's see who Excelsior have got on the last day. They're at home to Den Bosch, who have already qualified, so are they really going to be trying that hard, or will they be resting players ready for the playoffs? Let's just concentrate on our game and see what happens. So I'll fast forward to that next game now against Helmond. We've got 2 weeks to wait, so I'll get forward to that and then we'll come back for our last game of the season. And we're back for the game against Helmond. We've lost Martin Cars to injury for 6 to 7 months, so it looks like he'll either miss the start of next season. Alex Platt picked up an injury the day before the match, so he's fit enough to stay on the bench, but we won't risk starting him. So we line up today with Van Leeuwen in goal, Smelt, Van der Ven and Tol as the back three, with Van Gasteren, Visser and Van den Bosch. Vlak and Rundekamp in central midfield, and then we've got Azevedo playing behind Dylan George up front. So let's get into the game. Assertively tell them to keep this run going. We'll take those off there because we don't need them there. It's not likely. So, and Helmand coming at us. As now they've got a free kick, but that's it, the highlight was over. Smell now with the throw in. Gets the ball back from Azevedo, charges forward, pulls it back. Visser and Vlak playing a 1-2. Still just playing it between the two of them, as Vlak then plays it out to Van den Bosch, who loses it. Now Helmand are trying to counter us. Their winger cuts inside, but the shot's blocked, and then his attempt across is blocked as well, and it's out for a corner now. Corner comes in and the header's over. Goal kick for us. We saw more in the first 5 minutes here than we did in the whole first half against Roda in the last game. So let's tell the lads to get creative. We haven't really done a lot here yet. As we've got a throw in now. George to Azevedo. Vlak back to Van den Bosch. He gives it to Tol. Van der Ven now out to Van den Bosch, who cuts in. Can he get the cross in? He does. There's George. Falls to Vlak. Shot on goal, but saved by the goalkeeper. Helmand come forward again, but we've forced them to play it all the way back to their goalkeeper. And it's launched forward now. Their striker's got the ball, shoots from long range, and it goes well wide. And now Helmand have a throw in deep in their own half. They've tried to get out, but it's gone as far as Van den Bosch, who gives it to Visser. Back to Tol now, and Van den Bosch again. Tol, Vlak, Visser switches it out to Van Gasteren on the left. Cuts inside, crossing Van den Bosch. Nearly got on the end of it at the back post. And it's back now with Van Gasteren. Visser plays it to Van den Bosch, looking for George in the middle. It's cleared and Smell picks it up again. Excelsior are currently beating FC Den Bosch, so we're still drawing, so there's definitely no danger of us catching them. And the second half is underway. Van Gasteren trying to proceed down the left. He wins a free kick. And now we've got another free kick on the other side. Smell swings it in. And who should be there but Nick Rundekamp? Another goal for Rundekamp. Swung in. Is there to win the header on the edge of the 6-yard box and put us 1-0 ahead. He has been so vital in this second half of the season. He really has. So let's make some changes. Bring Beers on for George. We'll say a final goodbye to Antonucci, who's only on loan this season. And we've got a corner now which Antonucci will take. Looking for Beers. but it's headed away, and Helmond have picked the ball up. As they try and work it forward now, down their right hand side. Ball forward, there's a striker. Van Leeuwen with the save. Fortunately, the defenders, two defenders around their striker, just let him get away. And they're coming forward again, but Van Gasteren wins it, gives it to Beers, who can't hold it up long enough. And Helmond are coming back at us. And there's the equaliser. Ball swung in from the right hand side. Their player just sneaks in from behind our defenders and wins the header and the penalty spot. Another corner for us now. Antonucci swings it in. Cleared as far as Van der Ven, who gives it back to Antonucci. Smell though at the back. Toll got the tame shot in. Once again, Van Gasteren's having a poor game. Bring Ed Hughes on. Gets Smell out at the left wing back position. Throw in deep in Helmond's half for Helmond. They've tried to play the way out, and it's gone as far as Van der Ven, who carries it forward. Runderkamp's got it now. Gives it out wide to Smelt. Crossing, hit the bottom of the post. And now we're into 4 minutes of added time, as we've got a throw in. Vlak plays it back to Visser just outside the box. Back to Vlak now. And Visser again. Gives it back to Van der Ven, who lays it off to Runderkamp. Smell now on the edge of the box. Cuts in. It's into the side netting. Now Helmond have the throw in with 15 seconds left on the clock. They're still coming forward at us. Van den Bos heads the cross away, but only as far as a Helmond player. And that's it, full time. A 1-1 draw to complete the season. Tell the boys that wasn't good enough. Should have won that game. We've secured a playoff spot apparently. Yes, we're into the first playoff rounds. Tomorrow's episode won't be the planned season review. It'll be our 2 first round playoff matches. So let's see if we can find out who we're going to be playing. So we're going to be playing De Graafschap in the first round of the playoffs, which will be home and away. So that episode will be on Wednesday. If you've enjoyed this one, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel. And thank you very much for watching.